Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting lights out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday, July 15th, 2024. I hope you are ready for another new episode of Shooting Lights Out. WNBA had a hell of a weekend. A streak that ended. How do I feel about that streak? We'll talk about it. How does that change the Rookie of the Year race? And by the way, if anybody think there's a race for the WNBA MVP, you're sadly mistaken. There is not. Plus, Team USA just finished playing about 30 minutes ago. What are my takeaways from what I saw against Australia when it comes to Team USA? Well, not only my takeaways. A good brother of mine's up in the boroughs of New York City. It's been a while since he's been on the show, but I had him get him on the show because he's one of the main people that I know that love the WNBA. And it just so happens that Team USA is playing at the same time. So I'd love to hear his thoughts about the team. Ladies and gentlemen, Sports Way with Dre Day. My man, Dre Day. What's up, bro?
Salute, 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 playmaker. Salute, salute, salute.
Man, it's good to have you back. It's been a while.
Work. And it just so happens you do these things on Monday, and it's my Monday off. I did have a prior engagement to do, but that changed at the last minute. So since I was available, why not join the playmaker and talk about some sports?
Okay, the last time your butt was on here, we because you made a very strong case about a certain team in college basketball who happened to go undefeated. Ending the whole thing.
I think we all made a case. I think we all made a case about South Carolina, and all three of us was right. Shout out to Cole.
The reason why I said it because everybody who commented on that video that I clipped kept talking about you.
They kept what?
They kept talking about you. You were the headline of that clip.
Oh, wow. Appreciate it. Bad or good, I appreciate it.
You was the headline of that clip, so that's why I was like, well, damn. I'm going right because of Drake. Hey, Drew Willingham, what's up, Drew? As he's getting ready for Total Football Talk later on with Coach Johnson. That's at 4 p.m. Make sure y'all, if y'all want your football, y'all head to Sotoba Media and so he says, great week in basketball yet again. Hey, man, it is. It was a very great week. And speaking of your co-host, the man that's the other half of Total Football Talk, the man that gets your morning started Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, the morning shift's on. Coach Johnson.
And daylight time, too. What's up, Playmaker? What's up, Dre? It's good to see you, man.
Cole, my man.
Oh man, it's a good day now. All right,
dude, you had a good morning, so I already know you're having a good day.
Oh heck yeah! Oh, I'm feeling good right now. Oh man, so what are y'all talking about?
So we finna go ahead and get it to around the hardwood real quick, because I know you on borrowed time, because you know your co-host is in the chat right now.
Oh, what's up, Drew? Oh yeah. Oh, can't wait. In a little more than an hour, we'll be talking football, but of course we're not talking football here. We're talking basketball. But yeah, what's on the docket, sir?
So let's go ahead and get to around the hardwood. All right, we're going to start off with some terrible news. The Denver Nuggets first round draft pick, Deron Holmes, suffered a torn Achilles in his summer league debut. He will be out for the upcoming NBA season.
Wow. Nuggets didn't need to hear that.
Yes. Yes, terrible news on that front. Staying in the West, Bronny James has said he's ready to play at any level for the upcoming season. He doesn't mind going to the G League.
Let me calm my tongue. That fool lying. Yeah. That full straight line.
So looks like Bronny James will be heading to the G League this season. How long will he be? That's the question. So,
dude missing open 10-foot jumpers, airballing them.
This is why I want to Cole on the show, because Cole be trying to he in the mornings he can't do this in the mornings.
That's what sucks. I can't be like this in the mornings, man.
That's why we're trying to get you on so you can go around, because you be wanting to get it. So that's it on Bronny news. Let's head to New York, where Mr. Drake is it. New York Knicks Jalen Brunson agreed to a 4-year, $156.5 million deal, which is 113 less than he could have gotten if he would have took the max, because he wanted to make sure that they had roster flexibility. Jalen Brunson's leading the charge to get a championship in the good state of New York. Dre, how you feeling?
I'm not a Knicks fan, but I am happy with Brunson with getting his money. I'm in all support of players getting their bag. I am pro player, unlike other people, Stephen A. Smith. Again, not a Knicks fan, but he deserves it. He's the star of that team. He's the leader of that team. So you got to reward your players. And with the way that he played in these playoffs, even though he did get hurt in that last game, he deserves his money. Now, the question is, can they spin the block and be a threat to the new champs, which is Boston, and the new Philadelphia 76ers? That remains to be seen. But the Knicks did the right thing by rewarding him his money, because he definitely deserved it.
Well, speaking of co-hosts, my co-host later on today has popped in the chat. Cool McCain, what's up? Who is a Denver Nuggets fan? And yes, I'm pretty sure he don't like the news that his first round draft pick tore his Achilles.
And said so.
So I'll be teaming with him at 6:30 after Total Football Talk. See, Mondays for whatever reason is like the best day to watch anybody that's in the brotherhood of broadcasting, because Cole gets you started at 8:00. He doubles back around. If he does mentality, that's at 2, and then I go live around about 3 normally. Total Football Talk at 4, Monster Wrestling at 5, and then Drew Willingham closes it out with In-Out Sports Debate.
Yeah, at 9. Yeah.
So Mondays you get a full lowdown of a great rundown for sports.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, Knicks, we're gonna see what else can they do since they got 113. They ain't have to give Jalen Brunson because he was nice enough to take a discount.
Man, has that dude made a wrong move since being a Knick? It's just like every move he's made has been the perfect move for him.
The man is wise.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a wonderful thing he did. He could have broken the bank, but he didn't do the Carmelo Anthony. He's like, no. We need more talent on this team. I can't do it by myself.
Now, if y'all thought the Bronny James news got the Cole Johnson, wait for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, the league has unveiled the grouping of the NBA
Next subject.
for the upcoming season, and this is how the group shaped out. On the east side, East A will feature Charlotte, Philly, New York, Orlando, Brooklyn. My team got grouped with Philadelphia and New York.
Why are we talking about this?
Because it's I have a job to do, like you do in the morning. There's some things I don't want to talk about, but I have no choice to talk about it.
I'm sorry, Playmaker. This whole concept upsets me. I'm sorry.
I get it. I'm with you. You know how I feel about this, but I still have a job to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
East B will feature the Miami Heat, the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, and the Detroit Pistons. East C will finish the NBA champion Boston Celtics with the Atlanta Hawks, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Washington Wizards. So just I'm just going to say this: if there's any way that Boston does does not come out on one side of this, even though I hate this NBA Cup thing, something is wrong. Because who in that group is going to beat Boston?
Oh Lord, oh, the Pacers can.
I said in the group.
Oh,
Do you see that group?
It's gift wrapping to come out the group. Who gives a crap? I'm sorry.
But before you do,
Playmaker has a job to do. Okay, so I will curtail what I really feel about the NBA Cup for the moment.
On the west side, West A will feature Portland, Sacramento, Minnesota, the Clippers in their new arena, and the Houston Rockets. West B will feature the defending NBA Cup champions, Los Angeles Lakers with the Phoenix Suns, OKC, Utah, and San Antonio Spurs. And in Group C, which is probably the most interesting one of the group, because outside of Memphis, New Orleans, and Denver, nobody cares because you put the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors in that group.
Hey, Lakers fan, aren't you happy you raised up the NBA Cup banner while the Celtics raised up the real banner?
Matter of fact, the 18th banner at that.
Yeah, you raised up one banner in December, and then your arch rival raised up another banner in June. Oh, that was wonderful. That actually made my year.
Only thing I'm gonna throw to Dre is this: they put the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors in the same group.
Ain't a coincidence on why they did that. They want Clay to go at it against his old team.
That's correct.
They ain't fooling nobody with that.
Yep.
I'm all for it actually, because I know he got that. Like when the schedule does come out, which usually happens in around August. They, do they specials on NBA, on ESPN, and they do like their notable games and which games open the season up and shit like that. So when that schedule is announced, every game when they play Golden State, Clay gonna have that. He gonna have that circled on his calendar. He gonna take that game. He gonna take those games very personal, like Coach Prime. It's personal. He gonna take that shit very personal.
Well, I'm gonna speak for Cole on this. And the one group he ain't. If there was one group Cole would care less about, would be West B. You put Kevin Durant, LeBron James in the same group.
Doggone, they can't eliminate each other. That sucks. Come on, SGA. Do your thing and wipe them both out. There you go.
I said something
positive about the NBA Cup.
You got Victor Wembanyama in there too, so.
Well, that's who I'm rooting with, because the Spurs is my team. So I'm actually rooting for Wemby and that group, even though it's a lot of rebuilding that still needs to go on with San Antonio. I don't trust Chris Paul, but it is what it is.
That's the only reason why I'm not really going hard for saying, the Spurs are great. I don't think they'll be quite there yet. I don't think Wemby will be quite there yet either. Although he's good and he's growing, I don't think he's there yet.
All right, let me get to the WNBA real quick because
thank the Lord.
I found this.
There we go.
This when I woke up today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got it."
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, memo to the NBA and Adam Silver: you need your butts whooped for creating that tournament. Don't you ever create something as blasphemous as that ever again in life.
Cole, they created it after the WNBA.
I don't give a crap.
They took it from the WNBA.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Fits there. It fits there. It does not fit with the NBA.
I'm glad somebody else picked up on that, because that's exactly what I thought when they created it. They was trying to piggyback off the Commissioner's Cup. I'm glad somebody else see it the way I see it. Job well done, Playmaker. Job well done.
Yeah,
y'all know y'all know I got the basketball knowledge over here.
It fits with the women. It doesn't fit with the guys.
Speaking of the WNBA,
it doesn't fit.
Caitlin Clark reaffirmed her wholesale plan for Team USA, which is going to happen. I just need people to stop complaining about it. Like, get over it by now. And then you had the nerve to question Coach Reese about it. Like, she's getting ready to play against Caitlin Clark. Y'all want to throw Olympics in her face right now, and she has a star player out. Sometimes people in the media get on my nerves. Coach Reese ain't even worried about the Olympics right now. She's trying to figure out how she can get her team still floating without her superstar on the team. Which, by the way, I will get to that game later on in the show.
Get well soon, LaFecia. Get well soon. We love you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. And the NBA Cup still sucks.
And speaking of the NBA, we're finna go back to the NBA because Cole mentioned this on his show, The Morning Shift. Mm-hmm. But you had to just know they was not going to let Team USA go through the week without having them talking about it. So Steve Kerr has talked about it. He has condemned what has took place, I believe, Saturday in Pennsylvania?
Saturday, 6:10 p.m. Eastern.
In the state of Pennsylvania, when an assassination attempt took place of Trump.
Staged. Go ahead.
So now here's my issue. Now and Cole and Dre will tell you I can't stand politics.
I can't either.
I can't stand politics.
I can't stand it either.
But here's the problem. Y'all put Team USA in a position. Remember back then, y'all told them just to shut up and dribble, right?
Oh, that was Larry Ingram saying that about LeBron James and Kevin Durant a few years back. Yeah.
Yes.
But guess what? They out in Abu Dhabi getting ready for an exhibition game. They got to find out. Somebody tried to kill the 45th president of the United States, whether it's staged or not. Now they got to answer questions about this.
Yep.
So do you want them to shut up and dribble now? Why are they donning a USA jersey across the pond?
Well, you have to understand. In the context of the shut up and dribble, you see, when it's about patriotism, if they're talking about a person that patriots, and I put that in quotes, back and support. If an athlete gets asked that, then they want to hear every single thing that athlete has to say. But if it's about anything of social justice nature, like I don't know, a George Floyd, I don't know, Eric Garner, I don't know, like let me see if I can think of another one. Tawana Brawley, pick any social justice, anything, and then that patriot would not want you to say a single solitary thing because it isn't promoting USA. It's talking about something that they ain't interested in.
So we're gonna leave it on that note. That would be it for a round of Harvard because
and yes, cool, I agree with you. The in-season tournament will be forever trash. I agree with you, sir.
That's coming from my co-host Cool McCain, who is avid about the NBA in-season tournaments.
Yes, we stay eye to eye on that one. Goodness gracious.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Team USA because they had a game that just finished about close to an hour ago. Right. We're going to give you thoughts and what did we like and dislike about what we saw in today's game.
The largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant. Weather. Devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States. Inspiration. A breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Into the Net FC. Kylian Mbappe just all of a sudden finally understood his role, and I think he finally understood that everything Kylian Mbappe has accomplished already, there is still a hell of a lot waiting for him in the future. Kylian Mbappe is only 24 years old. He has accomplished so much, and you know what? Kylian Mbappe has not even reached his prime. Finally seeing, the Marcus Rashford we have been hoping for such a long time, But, this game, after everything Manchester United has been, doing lately, this was actually the ultimate test, to see if Manchester United, honestly was all of a sudden for real.
I explain this. The United States, maybe they have to suffer this loss as a lesson to learn to prepare for the future. Because 4 years from now, the World Cup is in not 1, not 2, but 3 countries. The United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Into the Net FC is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Liz. Liz is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Liz has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Liz.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying, but this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. Those of you who are watching us, you either watching us on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for joining. And
Cole, those are your plugs in the videos.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yo, you are hilarious, man. You got me over here laughing.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Dre.
You got me over here laughing. I'm like, yo, he going in.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Good. Cole, you want to read what your brother in broadcasting got to put?
Oh yeah. Cool McCain says, "Don't support colors, but support the Caucasus Mountains descendant."
And something else that you were a little that he said.
Oh, and Playmaker. How many minutes Kawhi play? The same as us.
And then you got Victor in the chat.
And we have the master of the comedic uppercut, the EP of all EPs, Cole Johnson. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ed McMahon of Snowman in the Morning, Victor Lock, V Lock A3, or Vicalock.
I'll let you read it because you have half part of this one. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Shout out to the hardest working super hacker of the Broadcaster Witness Protection Program, codenamed the Playmaker. How have you been?
I'm good. Getting ready, getting ready for the Olympics. As Cole Johnson will be trying to join me along with the Queen of Who's Megan Price. So looking forward to that.
Be good to chop it up with her too.
They're gonna be looking forward to that. But I want to get Cole Johnson a quick workout in when it comes to Team USA. And game 1 was against Canada last week. I believe it was Friday, if I remember correctly. They won 86-72. Started out shaky in the first half. Second half, put it together, got it done, came out with a win. That was last week. Today, out in Abu Dhabi.
They not like us. They not like us. They
played against Australia.
They not like us. They not. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
An Australia team that has 8 NBA players on their roster. And it showed in the second half.
Not and it showed.
Yeah, it showed up in the second half. So unlike the first game, let me go ahead and give you the score. United States won 98-92. Now, if you didn't watch the game, let me help you out. How the United States played in the second half against Canada is how they came out in the first half against Australia.
So that would be flat.
No. They came out flat in the first half against Canada. And the second half, they turned it on. Reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
The first half of this game, it was on point. Offense looked it better. Defense is still the strength of the team. It was making things happen. Anthony Edwards came out, scored 11 of the 19 points United States had. They scored 32 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, pretty much the same, leading at halftime, 53-37 of Australia. And then things interesting.
Interesting. How?
The United States built a 21-point lead in the midway through the third quarter when they led 63-41. However, Australia went on a 20-13 run to close out the third quarter. Next thing you know, United States is up 76-61 going into the fourth quarter. And then the turnover buzz started to happen.
Oh, that's wonderful. What they can do.
Turnover after turnover after turnover. And before you know it, Australia found themselves from being down 21 to all of a sudden down 6 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, as
you can see by the final score, the United States held on to win by 6.
Mm-hmm.
You had 6 United States players scored in double figures, led by Anthony Davis with a stat that Cole Johnson would love: 17 points and 14 rebounds. He also had 4 blocks, if I remember correctly.
There you go, big fella. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Devin Booker scored 16 points. The bench, the second unit for the United States, yet again outshined the starters. The first game against Canada, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, and Anthony Davis. Today, the second unit consisted of Jrue Holiday, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum. No, I'll take that, not Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. Jason Tatum was the starter today. Devin Booker, Bam Adebayo, and Anthony Davis. So, United States shot, both teams, United States and Australia shot 49% from the field. United States were 12 from 29 from 3. Australia was 4 for 17 from 3. United States had 18 turnovers in this game. And to answer your question,
Cool McCain asks, how many points did Derek White score?
The same amount that he had minutes, which is 0.
0.
He didn't play. He just got there.
And how much did Yo Kang have?
LeBron James. Let me give you that. I had a feeling you was going to ask me that question. I just knew it. LeBron James had 10 points. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers.
The man that bronze sexuals call the Olympic GOAT.
Nah, who is the leading scorer in USA basketball history is actually the guy who is not playing right now.
Oh, you talking about Carmelo?
No.
Oh,
the guy who's there that is not playing right now.
You're talking about Durant. Okay.
Yeah, the one that's out with the calf strain, Kevin Durant.
Durantula.
But they keep saying they're not concerned. He should be ready.
But I love bronzesexuals. They crown a guy who's supposed to be Olympic GOAT, and he gave them a bronze medal, and he might give them another bronze in this one.
Oh no, we gonna get the gold. I ain't even worried.
I believe they should get the gold.
We gonna get the gold. I'm not even concerned about that. But what I am concerned is having a lead like this, and you give it away, and you give this team hope. Like this is just a showcase. We ain't even get to the Olympics yet, and y'all acting up. So y'all should be smoking boots right now. So then that way, who's ever in our pool, you put fear in them. I'm quite sure watching this game, whoever it is that's in our pool, they sitting back saying to themselves, "Oh, we might have a chance to beat these guys," because they had this big lead, and Australia was able to come back, even though they lost, but they came back. When you got a lead like that, you're supposed to keep your foot on their neck. You ain't supposed to be giving these teams no level or any boost of confidence. So this is a cause of concern. Honestly, it's very much a cause of concern.
Yeah, you had 15 turnovers against Canada. You had 18 a day.
Oh, no point guard. Oh, having point guard issues. Oh, that's going to be great.
Why, not to cut your wisdom, I don't understand why Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo feel the need to try to dribble the damn ball across half court. Y'all do not have no handle, so why are y'all doing it?
You know the crazy thing is about that, you saying that, but they weren't the one causing the turnovers. It's the guys who normally have the ball that's causing the turnovers.
That part sounds hilarious. Yeah.
So
guys that know business taking the ball down court.
So Cool gonna get cool, and Cole gonna get a kick out of this because Dre, you did brought up who was in our pool, right? Well, guess what? Their next showcase game is one of the teams that's in our pool, and Wednesday in Abu Dhabi, still at 12 p.m. They take on Serbia.
Oh, they're gonna get a nice test. Okay, that's good.
And those of you who don't know anything about Serbia, just know this: your three-time leading MVP is the one that leads this team, and Nikola Jokic,
the best post player in the game today, in the world today.
So guess what? Wednesday's game is a preview of July 28th because guess who USA got to deal with first in their group stage? Serbia.
Oh wow, we opened
right out the gate.
Huh.
And I'm pretty sure Cole Johnson circled that game on purpose too.
Mm-hmm. Because I want to see how the USA interior can handle someone that is as skilled in the post. I don't care about the size, the skill of the post that Jokic provides. That I want to see. I want to see how they can handle it because. Correct me if I'm wrong, Playmaker and Dre. I know Anthony Davis seems to have a lot of trouble dealing with Jokic.
That he does.
I mean, Bam Adebayo, you struggled in the finals against him last year.
And Bam last year in the finals struggled against him. Yep.
And for whatever reason, Joel only shows up in Philly, but he never shows up in Denver.
Well, let's see how he do on neutral ground.
That's a good point, Dre.
And guess what? Those all three big men are part of Team USA.
Exactly.
So just let you know, Wednesday, 12.
Point guard, not to cut you off. See, the point guard I would have loved to have on this team. Unfortunately, they wasn't going to let him be on the team because you know he's Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And you know
who you saying? I already knew it.
You know they don't want they don't want to have him on the squad, and he's not with Nike. You know, Kyrie, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
So, 2 showcase games, 2 dubs.
I'm happy for Steph though. Don't get me wrong. Like to think about it. Like this is his first Olympics. Like think about that. That's shit crazy. Like
crazy thing.
For this to be his first Olympics.
If he want to get hurt in 2016, he was going to be on the team.
And he's 36. That's the crazy thing. He's 36. This is his first Olympiad.
This might be his only Olympics.
No, this will be his only.
It's going to be his only Olympics. It's the next time it goes around, it'll be 4. Yeah.
So that's my thing. I'm glad he gave me my one. I just wanted one.
Well, as long as he bring the gold medal, as long as it's a gold medal, which I think it will be, but
it should be. They should be. They have the best talent. Yeah.
So, but yes, Wednesday you have that, and then Friday I'll be able to recap it because I'm not gonna be able to do a show Wednesday, so I do it Friday recap. I might do it Thursday. We'll see how that works. I know somebody said it was free Thursday. I might see if I can make it happen. But 2 showcases down, 3 to go. We got Serbia up next. Still got South Sudan, who is the game after Serbia, and who is in the same group as us. So that's 2 teams that we'll see that is in our Olympic group. And then they'll finish it off with Germany before they head to the good old city of Paris for the Olympics.
Niggas in Paris.
And they start in less than 2 weeks there.
Yep. Those of you who are worried about the women's national team, we'll get there on Friday because when we get to the WNBA slate, you'll understand why. So that would do it for Team USA. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together with the turnovers.
And they can't play like the Boston Celtics at times during the season, where they just feel the need that they can just simply turn on the switch and then turn off the switch in games. Because like Dre said, one of those teams is going to have the confidence that when you turn off their switch, they'll turn on theirs, and you will not be able to turn back on yours.
It's going to be Serbia.
And Serbia is the biggest candidate for that. Exactly.
It's going to be Serbia. Mm-hmm. They didn't do no justice for us by having us play them the first game.
Yeah.
They want to send us a message the first game, like, yo, y'all lose this. Y'all already know. You get 2 losses, you might as well go home. So they said, we want y'all to play Serbia first, and we want to put y'all in the same group to make it even difficult for you. Because I don't think Serbia is usually in our group. I don't. As long as I can remember, I don't think Serbia is always in our group. Like we always be having like the cakewalks. Like we'll have like Puerto Rico, respectfully.
They're the last team in our group.
Huh? They're
the last team in our group.
Oh,
Puerto Rico.
Oh no, yeah. But I'm saying like Serbia for as long as I can remember, I don't recall us ever having to play them in group and pool play. When they got time for like the medals and shit like that, that's when we had to deal with them. We never really had to deal with them as far as in pool play. So they said, yeah, we're gonna show y'all something this year. We're gonna have Serbia in y'all pool, and not only that, we're gonna have y'all play them first.
So Cole, I think your co-host got something for you.
Oh, laugh out loud. I'm sorry, let me do this the way I would like to do it. Laugh out loud. Cole doesn't like that my second show is at 9 p.m. Well, if TFT can start earlier on Mondays, I can start in or out earlier to help anyone who agrees see it live. Rolling on the floor, crying his behind off with a lot less hair emoji. Oh, sorry, I'm behind because I got to get Sam a motivational set of messages to get him ready for tonight. Again, rolling on the floor, crying like Eddie Van Halen is dead with a lot less hair emoji.
That's your co-host. Oh boy. Speaking of which, before Coach Johnson goes get ready for Twitter football talk, any message for Team USA on your way out, sir?
Here's the thing. And I love what Kobe Bryant said back in 2008 when, or I should say back in 2007, really, to gear up for the 2008 Olympiad, where he basically said, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how much how much talent you have. If you can rebound and play defense, everything else will take care of itself. One of the things that I think the 2014 suffered from was they thought, well, our talent by itself could take things and that'll be fine. But they realized if a team just play together like the Argentinian team did against them, then they'll have issues. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? The international teams that you see, they are much better now than even the Argentinian team was 20 years ago. So the team USA needs to understand that. They need to step up their level of play, and they need to not think that they can simply throw their jerseys on the field, on the court, and just play like it's nothing. They have to understand that many of these teams now have NBA players on their rosters, and they have to play as if it is like an NBA game. And if they can do that, I like their chances. But if they're gonna take it like, okay, we're wearing the red, white, and blue. I mean, heck, we've taken home 2 bronze medals and 1 silver medal. I think we should be good to go. If they have that mentality, they're screwed. So that they have to take care of the ball. They got to take care of the ball. They got to play defense, and they got to clean the glass. They do those 3 things. I don't care if they score triple digits in Paris. They'll win the gold if they can do those 3 things.
All right, that's Coach Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, of the morning shift, and the show is coming up in less than 40 minutes. Total football talk.
Yes.
And don't worry, he'll be joining me for the Olympics. Okay, so you'll see more Coach Johnson.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna take our second break in. When we come back, me and Dre, we're gonna have some fun talking WNBA because the weekend was pretty interesting.
Peace, my man.
Peace, Dre. Peace, playmaker.
All right.
I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
WWE Shop is your online source for all things WWE. Be a part of the excitement and score wrestling gear for big events like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. From current superstars to legends, from Raw to SmackDown to NXT. Don't miss this chance to shop for the most awesome WWE merch. Shop for the best deals as well as WWE gift cards and save big on your favorite items. WWE Shop at Fanatics Experience.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay, then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these 2 kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
All right, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. Me and Dre are back with you. And those of you who are looking on the screen, you see a full screen, but the initials WNBA. That's right. We're going to talk about the weekend that was in the WNBA because it was a special weekend on that. All right. So let's jump into it. We're going to go back to Friday. We had 3 days on Friday. We had the Aces in the ATL. We had the Mercury in Indiana. And we had the Minnesota Lynx up in Seattle, beginning with the 2-time back-to-back reigning champion Aces, handling business down in the ATL for the 70. And I don't say this every week, but I was talking about the Aces game. Asia wasn't just had 33 and 18. That was something like that. Okay. Asia wasn't just had 33 and 18. All right. 33 and 18. Let's write that down because we're not done with her. Just know against Atlanta, she went for 33 points and 18 rebounds. All right. Just let's note that down. From the ATL, let's go to Indiana. Indiana is up 2-0 on the Phoenix Mercury. Now, those of you who are about to say she's up 2 on Diana Taurasi, guess who didn't play in that game Friday night? Diana Taurasi did not play in that game. Brittany Griner got hurt in that game. Just give you some context. But nevertheless, Caitlin Clark went for 20 and 13 with his boys. Aaliyah Boston had 21 and 13, and Kelsey Mitchell dropped 28. So I don't care if they did. I don't care if they did have Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner didn't get hurt. Clark, Boston, and Mitchell all scored 20. I believe that's the first time this season that all 3 of them went for 20 in the same game.
Well, that's the big 3 for Indiana. So I have a love-hate relationship with Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, trust me.
Huh?
I do too. I don't like the fact she be taking more shots than the other 2. I don't feel like she should be taking that many shots.
Well, to her defense, with the numbers that she is getting now, I have no objection to it. But I do wish that she does pass the ball here and there. It's like as soon as she get the ball, her first instinct is to get across the court and then just pull up and just shoot. And then it's like when you in a half-court stance, as soon as she get that ball, y'all might as well just go underneath the rim and go get the rebound because she ain't going to pass it to you. And if she do, it'll be a miracle if she passed that shit to you. Like, the girl's a ball hog. Like, I get you're supposed to have that killing mentality, but you could still pass the ball here and there. This girl don't pass the ball at all. It's like, yo, as soon as you throw it to her, you might as well just go on about your business because she ain't going to pass it back to you.
Yeah. But hey, they're up 2-0 on the Mercury, which pretty sure everybody was trying to figure out how that was going to look, especially when DT said what she said, which she wasn't lying at all, to be honest. Like, she wasn't lying at all. But Indiana, they got 10 wins on Friday. And then the Seattle Storm put it on the Minnesota Lynx. I'm going to say this before I get to their last game. The absence of Nafisha Collier is showing. We talking I want y'all to understand this. If y'all trying to figure out what has happened to Minnesota, their star player is out. You're talking 20 points and 10 rebounds. That's 16 on the bench. In clothes. Not in uniform, in clothes. Think about that. See how they did what they supposed they did. Look at that. Naguma K 26. Scott Diggins Smith gave you 10. The gold mama only gave you 14. She's normally give you about 25. But
love Joy Lloyd.
We'll settle for the 14 because the fact that when you destroy the Commissioner's Cup team, good gracious.
I have a bone to pick with the Seattle Storm.
Oh, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do that. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. So that was Friday. Let's go to Saturday. Saturday. The New York Liberty against the Chicago Sky and the LA Sparks against the Dallas Wings. And so those of you who be following me on social media platforms, y'all know I'm a New York Liberty fan. But y'all also know I love Angel Reese, and I was on board with the double streak. That ended Saturday. And she
broken.
And she was in the winning moments of a drubbing by the New York Liberty. She called for the ball, and 4, not 1, not 2, but 4 New York Liberty said, "Nah."
Yep. Nah. Not on our watch.
Nah. We let you get away with it Thursday.
We let you get away with it then. We ain't gonna let you get away with it this time.
See, we let you get away with it Thursday. And as a matter of fact, it's in your own building too. Nah.
I respect.
The city of Chicago is going to be disappointed. There'll be no streak kept alive here.
I respect it. And, I saw people on social media. Oh, they hating. What you mean hating? Like what is it with y'all people and expecting that people in this rookie class is just gonna get shit handed to them? No, you gotta earn it.
And those of you who that I defended Angel Reese, I cannot defend her on this one.
What?
Angel, you cannot go 3 for 13.
Oh yeah. The shooting the shooting was horrible.
You cannot go for 3 for 13. If you go 4 for 13, your double streak is alive. If you make one more bucket, your streak was alive, but you missed 10 buckets. 10. You cannot miss 10.
And how many of them was in the paint?
Okay, you cannot miss that many shots, Angel Reese. That's my only problem with you. You're inefficient in the paint.
Very inefficient, very much. But like I tell everybody, she is a rookie. We gotta give her we gotta give her a chance to see what she does. Listen, that's why I'm glad that she's not on the Olympic team, because now what this does is that whole month that she's gonna have off, this gives her the opportunity to go to hit the lab and work on whatever it is that she needs to work on.
And by the way, Kenny Carter got shut down, by the way. I know some of y'all might be saying, "Oh, she only played 60 minutes." No, those 60 minutes she played and her body language, because she couldn't get nothing going, was the reason why she only played 16 minutes. Trust me. Even if I have to go back and watch the highlights or have people who I know, the word was Kenny Carter had a body language problem against the New York Liberty on Saturday because nothing was going her way. Nothing was going Chicago's way. And it's going to happen, especially when you're going against a team like the New York Liberty. When you have a point guard like Sabrina Ionescu who can go for 28 whenever she actually feel like it. We didn't even have Breanna Stewart, and we dominated Chicago. We didn't have Belange Laney Hamilton, and we dominated Chicago.
I love me some Laney Hamilton. She's so underrated. So underrated. People don't appreciate the little stuff that she does on that Liberty team. I know all the attention goes to Stewie and Sabrina, rightfully so. But Laney Hamilton is very, very a key part in that team's success.
She is, but my key person is JJ. Y'all we cannot have JJ have games when she only getting like 4 shots. We cannot have those games. See, she had 14 shots Saturday. She came up with 14 points. When we had them games when she only get 4 to 6 attempts, we lose. Unless Sabrina and Stewie go off. In which they don't have to. We have a big 3. Just don't forget about JJ. That's all I ask. Don't forget about JJ. That was the first game on Saturday. The second game on Saturday was 2 teams that only had 5 games. Somebody's gonna get their 6th win, and having to beat the LA Sparks 87-81 over the Dallas Wings. You know, Derica Handy doing her thing, 27 points with 5 dimes and 4 rebounds. Rakita Jackson. There's Rakita Jackson. That's what I've been waiting on.
She's waiting. She's give it time. Give it time. Give it time.
That's what I've been waiting on.
Give it time. Give it time.
Came out with a career high 23 points. Now, Dre, I know you say you got a bone to pick with C. I don't know, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to see that, but maybe you can help me because I don't know what's going on with Dallas. I really don't know. This is not what I expected from the Dallas Wings going into the season. I did not expect 5-19.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't expect shit from them anyway. I mean, obviously, we know who Arike is. Everybody else on that squad, very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. And then you have Savali, who's out, who they said is supposedly coming back in August. She might as well sit out for the rest of the year because ain't nothing to look up to. They're going to be a lottery pick in this in the draft. So basically, they're in the Paige Beckers sweepstakes right now. So you might as well just work on that. It's unfortunate because there were a lot of people that had a lot of high hopes for the Dallas Wings. Me personally, I didn't. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I expect them to have 5 wins. I thought that they would gradually improve, make it difficult for those top teams. But for them to be 5-19, very disappointing. Very, very much disappointing.
And my co-host Cool McCain, who is a Atlanta Dream fan, says that his dream is missing Ryan Howard. Yes, you're all right. That team has not been the same since she's left. The dream has fallen off. And Cole Johnson on his way out, wanted to throw this in there. People are going crazy about Caitlin Clark injuries is yanking down boards, but Angel Wilson is by far and away the greatest WNBA player going today.
Oh, absolutely.
There was only 2 games on Saturday. There was a bunch of games yesterday. We had 4. The Mercury made a visit to Connecticut to take on the Suns. The Aces were in the capital to take on the Mystics. The Fever were in Minnesota, and the Dream were in Seattle. And the game I was looking forward to Sunday was the first game on the docket. Phoenix Mercury against the Connecticut Suns. Diana Taurasi and Brittany Garner both played in this game. And that second half, man. That second half. Jerry, I don't know if you watched the game, but that second half was something else.
I was able to watch because the game came on at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, it was at 1.
I got to work at 2, and where they had me working, I was able to, watch the game until it was 3 o'clock, and I was very disgusted at what I watched.
Yeah, Connecticut outscored the Phoenix Suns in the second half, 48-27.
Just disgusting to watch.
It was a beatdown in the second half. Dewana Bama had 17, Brianna Jones with 16, Dejanay Carrington 12 with 11 boards. I was trying to figure out how is Dejanay Carrington getting all these rebounds. Where's the Phoenix Mercury at? Every time I turn around, Carrington caught a rebound. I'm like, what is going on here? But I know some of y'all looking like, but when you look at the box score, they don't look like they should have blown them out like that. Well, guess what? That's why it's called having a bench. And when you have a bench, Somebody can make WNBA history off the bench. Rachel Benham came off the bench for Connecticut and dropped a whopping 8 threes in a game, which is the most by a bench player in WNBA history.
Light work.
Just come to the game and start hitting threes like it was nothing. That doesn't normally happen in the NBA, let alone the WNBA. You just don't have people come off the bench and start scoring threes. When we call staying ready, you don't have to get ready. That's what Rachel was yesterday for the Connecticut Sun. So yeah, she's getting love on this program because she came in hot, which is not easy to do. So she set her WNBA record for a bench player.
See, the thing with Connecticut is this, and I've told, and I've said this to people, and a very dear friend of mine who's also a podcaster. Shout out to my girl Sierra from Sports Talk with C. She's a vivid Connecticut Sun fan. She actually does media work for them, and I told her that Connecticut, for me, it gets to a point when it's like enough is enough. Like, you've been close to the finals for a couple of years now. You went to the finals one year and you lost. You was in the semifinals last year and you lost. When are y'all gonna finally cross that hurdle and raise that trophy up at the end of the season? So what they're doing right now is they're beating all the teams that they're supposed to beat. However, when you play against the Aces and the Liberty, you don't show up. So how am I supposed to respect you and take you serious when you can't even beat the 2 top-tier teams? I can care less what you do against the other teams. What I'm caring about is what you can do against either the Liberty or the Aces. And so far this season, they haven't lived up to it.
Yeah, we got them twice in Connecticut, which I was happy about. Good gracious. And the thing about last year, and I have said this, I don't know if you will agree with me or not, I felt that if Brianna Jones didn't get hurt, we might have lost to the Connecticut side.
Yeah, but I don't do ifs.
So we beat them in the semis to get to the Aces, and we all know what happened. And this year, we went to Connecticut twice, and we took both games in Connecticut. So I feel pretty good. Knowing how that team plays at home, I feel pretty good winning both games in Connecticut. Like, you just don't go into Connecticut and win. We was able to do it twice, so I feel pretty good. That was game 1 for Sunday. Game 2, speaking of the Aces, they was in the DC area to take on the Mystics, and they did what they supposed to have done, in the words of Dre. And Asia Wilson, 28 and 17, like
MVP. Just give her the award now. Like,
and,
don't I'm wasting time. Let's break the tradition and just give it an MVP now. Don't wait till the playoffs where they announce it. Just give it to her now. She is the MVP right now at this present moment. Just give her the award now.
So with that 28 and 17, she has set the record for most 25 and 10 games in a single season with 11, breaking Brittany Griner's record 3 years ago in 2021 when she had 10. Oh, and by the way, that is her third consecutive 20 and 15 game, which is a WNBA record for most consecutive 20 points and 15 rebound games in a row. So those of you who are out there and that said Caitlin Clark should be in the MVP race, y'all can stop that. Because the only other person that was in the MVP race was in Minnesota before she got injured.
Mm-hmm. She was before the injury, she was my MVP. And people didn't agree with me. They was with the whole Asia this, Asia that. First of all, I'm an Asia Wilson fan. She's my favorite player. So I'm going to always be biased towards her. But my whole thing is with Nafisa Kalia, at the time, they had the best record in the league. They just won the Commissioner Cup. And before she got hurt, she was averaging a career high in every category, whether it was points, rebounds, assists, blocks, or steals. So when you factor all of that in, and your team is winning, yeah, you got to get the MVP in my eyes. Like, I get Asia was putting up monster number, well, not was putting up, is putting up monster numbers. But there's times I get tired of the same people winning the award. Like, give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody that's very well deserving. And to your point, look how Minnesota looks without her. Now, obviously, Asia got the award. She got it now, clearly. But to your point, look how Minnesota looks without Kalia out there. And that tells you all you need to know as into why she should have been a strong, strong consideration for MVP before she got hurt.
I'm sorry, but those of you who want to put Caitlin Clark in there, I'm not putting Caitlin Clark in the MVP. That's not happening.
These people are getting on. These people, these Caitlin Clark fans is what's fucking it up. They are, because
I'm gonna give you a term from my co-host. My co-host called them Clark sexuals.
They are just the worst.
I'm like, no. That MVP race is over. Okay.
Oh yes.
That MVP race is done.
Yeah. That shit is finito.
Okay. She might win Rookie of the Year now because she is still doing her thing. And,
well, me personally, I'm still on the fence for who I think is going to be Rookie of the Year. One moment is Caitlin. One moment is Angel Reese. I honestly think it's gonna go down to the wire. I honestly believe that them last few games of the season is going to decide who is the Rookie of the Year. Because right now, for me, it can go either way. Like, nobody has that big marginal lead for the Rookie of the Year. They just don't. Like, it's not a definitive winner at this particular moment. I do love the fact that she caught a body last night, because she caught a body a few weeks ago, but people didn't want to give it to her because she didn't make the basket. I still consider it a body, even though she didn't make the basket, but it is what it is. This one, she caught a body and drove to the lane and laid it up. So kudos to her for that. But,
speaking of Caitlin Clark, they was in Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Lynx, and Minnesota just watching that game, I just knew it. I'm like, that offense is not the same without Nafisha Carter in there.
Oh, no, it's not.
That ball was not moving, hopping like it used to. You'll mess around and one of them and Carrington would backdoor you out of nowhere, and there's an easy layup. You ain't get none of that. And speaking of which, Carlton is the one you talking about who was put to the ground by Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Now Caitlin Clark struggled shooting. Don't get it twisted. She went 5 of 17. See, this is what get me about people. Y'all get on Angel Reese for going 3 for 13, but y'all superheroes 5 for 17, 2 for 11 from 3-point range. We ain't gonna mention that, are we? We're not gonna mention the fact that she's.
They don't like to hear that, and don't bring up turnovers. They'll lose it. They'll lose their mind. They'll lose their mind when you bring up the turnovers.
You know the crazy thing is, Angel Reese still has a better shooting percentage than Caitlin Clark, which is oddly enough. But
they don't want to have that conversation. They think Caitlin shit don't stink. And the crazy thing is this: we love Caitlin Clark, like we love the game. But it's those fans of hers that make it hard for people to really like rock with her. Like, I wish she would just come out and tell her fans to pipe down. But clearly she's not gonna do that. But it's those type fans that I don't like having conversations with, because see, what they do is when you talk about Caitlin Clark, if you say anything negative about her, they immediately go into mentioning Angel Reese. Like, nobody talking about Angel Reese, so why are you bringing up Angel Reese in the conversation? We're talking about your player, Caitlin Clark, and then for some reason, if we critique her game, y'all immediately want to bring up Angel Reese. Why y'all talking about Angel Reese? She lived that rich free in y'all head? Like, come on.
And you know the funny thing is the love-hate relationship with Kelsey Mitchell that my boy Dre talked about. If it wasn't for Kelsey Mitchell, Minnesota would have won this game. Because she didn't do nothing in the first half. Second half, she came out busting.
And Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston threw her thing from start to finish. And this is what I love about Caitlin Clark. They interviewed Caitlin Clark after the game. Caitlin Clark said, yeah, well, it's a good win. We fought hard, but we should have got the ball to AB a lot more. I'm like, I'm glad that you know that. Thank you for saying that. Because in the other sense, if you kept getting the ball at Aaliyah Boston, y'all would have blew them out.
She says all the right things. It's just that her fans fuck it up. And for me, it's like, honestly, like, I don't even think they watched the game. I honestly believe they just watch the highlights or just pay attention to what everybody else is saying and then just jump on that train. I honestly don't believe that these people really watch the game. I think they just bandwagon fans at this point.
There's no way. How that game was going, that Aaliyah Boston show only took 11 shots. And with those 11 shots, she put up 17 points and grabbed 16 boards. Come on now. We're talking about the reigning rookie of the year. Like, come on. I said this to y'all. If somehow Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark become a 1-2 punch, look out. And guess what? They are becoming a 1-2 punch. And guess what? The Indiana Fever are 3 games under 500 all of a sudden.
That was my expectation before the season started. Once it was confirmed that she was going number 1, I had high hopes for them immediately in that moment. But I knew it would take time. And now that we're seeing it, I'm loving it. I'm loving the 1-2 punch with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. I'm loving it. Hopefully they can build on this. They gotta end. Well, I'm not gonna say end the season because we're about to hit the All-Star break. If they could do something, if they could rack up another winning streak before the break for the Olympics.
Oh, I can answer that question for you when we get to the final segment of the show. I can answer that question for you. But yeah, here come Indiana. But here's the thing. Remember I said Minnesota got 20-10 sitting in street clothes. Remember that. So if they meet again and she's back, I really want to see how they play against Minnesota fully loaded. Because you can't account for 20-10. And then you already know they got one on my liberty when Caitlin Clark finally got that triple-double. But it took her to get a triple-double to beat us, which shouldn't even happen to begin with. But and then when they go against Connecticut, they beat up Indiana. If I'm Indiana, because the Indiana's making the playoffs, do not have me play against Connecticut in the first round. Avoid Connecticut at all costs, because for some reason they beat y'all up.
They sure do. Carrington does a hell of a job on Caitlin Clark when she plays up.
So they be beating them up. Like, I be like, I don't know. Indiana's not the type of team that deal with physicality. So that's like the worst team you want to see in the playoffs is Connecticut. And then our final game, Seattle Storm take on the Atlanta Dream, and Seattle Storm took care of business, winning by 11, 81-70. Yes, go back to my man Cooper King's comment. The Dream are missing Ryan Howard. Like, they missing her more than Minnesota's missing Nafisha Kaya. That should tell you something. You talking about a team that was firmly in the playoff spot. Now they got to fight to make a playoff spot going into the break.
Nah, they're not making it.
Probably not.
No need to fight. Just throw in the towel.
You said just throw in the towel.
No need to throw in the towel. What they need to focus on is just like Dallas. You are now in the Paige Becker sweepstakes. You need to focus on that.
Just
those bottom feeding teams, Washington, Dallas, and Atlanta, all three of them have the opportunity to get Paige Beckers. That's what y'all need to be focused on at this point. If I was a GM for any of those three teams, I am telling y'all that's what our focus is right now. Paige Beckers. We want Paige.
Yeah.
But she's gonna be number one in the draft next year.
Either her or Flau'jae Johnson.
Who?
Flau'jae.
Again, Paige Beckers is going to be number one.
And then who knows the season after that? Who could be the Michael Jordan of the league? I don't want see y'all just think Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese. Y'all ain't he just told y'all next year Paige Beckers.
Y'all haven't seen anything yet.
Paige Beckers next year, and I'm throwing Flau'jae Johnson in there too.
This was no. I know she got game. I'm just saying that Paige is going to be number one.
No, Paige is going to be number one. And then the year after that, most likely. Oh my goodness! There's a certain player that's known by Juju. When she's done playing at USC, just know.
I think Juju can come out after her junior year. I don't even think she can. I don't even think she need to stay all 4 years.
Just know when Juju comes.
That's how ready she is. I don't even think she needs to stick around all 4 years. She could pull a Candace. She could pull a Candace and leave after her junior year. Still go to school and get your degree, but
my co-host agreeing with you.
Make that leap.
I'm telling you this right now. If
who agree with
me? My co-host, Cool McCain.
Smart man.
Here's my thing. Here's what I envision. All right. If Juju does everything what everybody says, right?
Yeah.
All the new people that's finally come to the WNBA, y'all will see how Maya Moore was when she got drafted to Minnesota.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Maya Moore because that's who I patterned her game after. Me personally, I don't like comparing players, even with guys. But watching Juju, I couldn't help myself but compare her to Maya Moore. I just couldn't help it.
Drew said Juju, yes.
She's gonna be a prop. She's gonna be a serious problem.
Y'all think I'm playing? Yeah, I don't do comparisons like that, but I know how people like to do comparisons. So I'm like, if the hype around Juju comes to fruition, all y'all who's new, y'all would have seen why I say if Maya Moore wanted to retire early, she would have been the GOAT of the WNBA.
Oh man,
because she was a beast. Y'all think Asia Wilson is a beast now? Maya Moore was different.
I feel like we got cheated. Even like I understand her reason for not playing it no more, and I commend her. I commend her 100% for what she does now outside of basketball. But as a fan of hers, I felt like we got cheated because she could still be playing right the hell now.
Hell, Minnesota probably have like 7 titles right now. Like, it's like, who's going to stop that team with Maya Moore leading it? Man, but I'm just letting y'all know. If Juju comes to fruition, because everybody talking about the whole Larry Bird and Magic Johnson thing with Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese, well, guess what? You got people who've been watching saying, yeah, but y'all wait a couple of years till the MJ of the women's game comes to the WNBA.
Exactly. That's what everybody keeps saying. It was like, yeah, y'all keep saying Caitlin and Angel was supposed to be Larry and Bird, Larry and Magic. Well, guess what? Who came a few years after them? MJ. So who's gonna come a few years after Caitlin and Angel? Juju.
Now we're gonna take our final commercial break because when we come back, get you ready for the week. It's gonna be a pretty short week because, as me and Dre alluded to earlier, we'll be going into the break for the women's game, mostly called the Olympic break, or they'll be going for it. But all right, so y'all chill right there. We'll be back to close out.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Cowboys Talk.
The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved. Let me say that one more time, because you know it's true. The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved.
Dak Prescott is overrated and he shouldn't be paid. Okay? And the same thing with Pollard. I mean, Pollard breaking the tackles at that 57-yard touchdown run. I mean, we needed that big time.
33 points in the fourth quarter. Let me say that again. 33 points in the fourth quarter. And that's off of 4 turnovers committed by the Colts. See, at one point, and the fact that at the end of the third quarter, it was 21-19, and the final score was 54-19. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is completely unexpected.
Cowboys Talk is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Monday at 3:05 p.m. Eastern, 2:05 p.m. Central. Exclusively on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, right side, commanders. Where my soldiers, left side.
Sports fans are gearing up, whether it be for the madness of March, whether it be for the Super Bowl, or even a little thing called WrestleMania. You can get all that at Fanatics, where they have a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, the NHL, the NCAA, and the WWE. So go on and show that pride, that passion, that dedication fan that you are by whipping your team, your league, or your favorite player. Fanatics, official license, everything.
In a world where chronicles of the past are brought to the streams, whether the content is relatable or completely beyond your realm of life, there is no shadow of a doubt that this show is absolutely full of shenanigans. Get ready for
D. Willie in the evening.
This Sunday at 10:05 p.m. Eastern.
Exclusively on Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. Just to let y'all know, y'all can follow Shooting Lights Out, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, 502 American Angel Radio Station, and the Rare Wise Radio. Shout out to my brother Wise and Healthy for putting Shooting Lights Out on his radio station. So nice to get to know people in this podcasting world, sports media world, and that want to help you out and stuff like that. And Drew says Maya was still here, she'd be the GOAT. Can't nobody tell me any different. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, her resume says it. There's no argument. There's no argument. Her resume was top notch.
And I'm not taking away from Diana Taurasi, but Maya Moore was just different. Like, you couldn't stop that Minnesota team. Not even Diana Taurasi finished Mercury team that was good back then couldn't stop them.
I mean, my GOAT is going to be Candace. Everybody know that, but I'm not going to argue with anybody that would say Maya Moore was the GOAT. Just like I'm not going to argue with anybody that says Diana's the GOAT. But everybody know how I feel about Candace. She's my GOAT. You know, Maya Moore, she was definitely something special. That's why I say I feel like we got cheated because, I mean, I understand the reasoning for why she did it, but as a fan of hers, we want to see her come back. Like, even with, like, you did what you did. You know, come back now. But it's probably a little too late for that now. But yeah, I feel like we got cheated. I can't express it. I can't express it no more than that.
So as we get ready to close it out, let's get you ready. No games today. We starting tomorrow. 4 games on the docket, beginning at 11:30.
Yo, them early games fucked up my fantasy shit, man. I forgot what day it was. A day where it was some early games.
Wednesday. It was called Camp Day.
Man, listen. I didn't even do the lineup, and a lot of my players was on the bench. They was putting up crazy numbers.
Here's the thing, and people got to it's Camp Day, it's for the kids. I'm like, but at the same time, they want this TV deal, right? So why you got the battle for number 1 between the New York Liberty and the Connecticut Suns at 11 o'clock?
That day fucked up my week.
11 a.m. for the battle for 1. 11 a.m.
I'm in two fantasy pools. My first team ain't shit. Like, I ain't won no game in my first one. The second pool I'm in, I control 2 teams, right? Because it wasn't enough people. I control 2 teams. Both my teams, they primarily lost this past week because of Wednesday.
I get. I don't trust me. Dre would tell you, Cool would tell you, Cole Johnson, anybody that know we would tell you. I don't mind doing stuff for kids. But if you're gonna sit here and tell me you want to try to get a TV deal, remember Will's come off a weekend when injuries broke the record. Kaden Clark had the triple-double. We was coming off a weekend that was spectacular. And I'm talking about this one, I'm talking about the other weekend. And then the next time we put these 3 teams, that's how you put the showcase superstars or teams on the docket. 11 a.m., 12. Matter of fact, y'all put Angel Reese and Kaden Clark both at 12. With only one of the games being shown nationally. All I'm saying is WNBA, get your scheduling together. If you want to have Camp Day, you can have Camp Day. But make sure you don't put one of the most important games at 11 a.m. What is wrong with y'all?
What Bernie Mac say? Fuck them kids.
I knew you was gonna call that, bro. I knew it. Y'all got to work on y'all scheduling because that was. Do y'all know how much money y'all could have made off that Wednesday slate alone? People are like, oh man, I get to watch 2 of the top teams go at each other. Who's gonna get the number 1 seed? But guess what? Both teams are tied with the same record. We both walked in with 18-4 records. Kaden Clark coming off her triple-double, the first ever rookie to do it. Y'all got her playing against, I think it was Washington at the time. You don't think she finna go off on a Mystics who's not that good? By the way. Which was a bad loss for Indiana. Just work on your schedule. 11:30 between Mercury and the Mystics. That okay, I can see that because, like Dre said, the Mystics they are in the sweepstakes for Paige Beckers. So we don't expect much from the Washington Mystics.
Nope, not at all.
Which is kind of terrifying to say that because if she does go to the Washington Mystics, you got her and Lee Edwards back together as teammates. And I'm pretty sure the Mercury, they finna come out firing all of a sudden after they took that L that they took to Connecticut. Then 3:30, Seattle Storm, LA Sparks. Rikita came off a great game.
I think NECA makes her return to LA. I think this is her first game back in LA. I think.
Yeah. I got a feeling the Storm is continuing to be in what they call the Storm. And,
yeah. I'm not feeling. I mean, I like Skylar. I love the Gold Mamba. I love NECA, but my issue with Seattle is what are they doing with my girl Nika? Like they could show her ripping the runway. They can use her. They can advertise her for their IG page, but you can't put her on the basketball court. For that, don't advertise her at all. Don't show her ripping the runway and her looking amazing, like behind the scenes, like styling and profiling, and then don't put her in the game. For that, don't do that. For that, don't post her at all. Because she need to be playing. I get the position that she plays, point guard. And you're backing up Skylar Diggins, and you're also learning from Joel Lloyd. I get that. But she should be getting way more time than what she's getting right now. I can't even count how many DMPs she got this season. That's the only bone I got to pick with Seattle. That's the only bone I got to pick with them.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. And then WNBA, notice how I got on you about what you did on camp day and you put Connecticut and New York at 11 a.m. Look what you're doing tomorrow. You got Connecticut and New York at 7 p.m. Even though it's on Prime Video.
Another game, Connecticut. Well, I'm not going to say they better win, but again, if you want to be taken serious in this league, you have got to beat the top tier teams.
Especially a team that walked into your building twice and handed you L's.
So they got to get it together.
So what Dre is saying, y'all need to win this game.
They definitely need to win this game. Give yourself confidence.
You already took 2 to the New York Liberty. Both of them was in your own building, by the way. So would it be nice for the Connecticut Suns, to my discretion, for them to get a big road win going into the break by beating the team that has been owning them for almost 2 seasons now? And then after that game, Angel Reese is going against Angel Wilson. So the double streak ain't nothing to worry about because it's over. Now how does Chicago play now? And then you go into the defending champ's house. But the best player in the game is destroying everybody she's going up against.
She sure is. She sure is.
Oh, and by the way, I do believe this be the first meeting between Carmela Cardozo and AJ Wilson.
What?
I think this is the first meeting between Camila Cardozo and AJ Wilson.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no, they met before.
They did. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember she missed the first part of the season, and one of those games that she missed was against the Aces.
The second one she played.
Oh, so okay.
She actually blocked a layup of Cardoso, and Dawn Staley did not take too keen of that. Even though they're both South Carolina, players, I guess she figured the big sister is bullying the little sister. She didn't take too kindly to that. It was a video that was out that people got up.
Bully again.
Yeah, she damn sure is.
Who's gonna stop her?
Yeah, she's gonna get bullied again. But this comes with being a rookie. And then you're going up against the best player in the league, you're gonna get bullied.
And then they got Chelsea Gray back, but now that machine is running rampant now. Because now all of a sudden Jackie Young's starting to put together 20-point games now, like it ain't nothing. And whatever Kelsey Plum felt like, she'll drop 20 on you. See, when you put the point guard back on the championship team, here comes all the trouble. So I'm just gonna sit back and see how the Twin Towers in Chicago deal with the monster that is AJ Wilson. Cause they both about to get it, in my opinion. They both gonna get it, and it's not gonna be pleasant. I mean, Kenny Carter, I'm gonna see how you want to bounce back from that terrible game that you had against New York. Because now you have to deal with Jackie Young. And Jackie Young is a lot more efficient than you are. So you might get a first class schooling by Jackie on how to actually be a scoring guard. In this. And then the final day before the Olympic break, the Atlanta Dream are in Minnesota to take on the Lynx and Caitlin Clark. You talking about you want to see if they can get a win before the break in Dallas? I do believe Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston company should gonna get a dub in Dallas going into the Olympic break.
They should. They should. They should.
And you know, you probably can't answer this question. I know if I had Megan Price, she probably can't it because Enrique hasn't had that Enrique type game yet. I've been waiting. I haven't seen that Enrique type game yet.
She had one earlier in the season against Chicago. Early in the season.
I must have missed that one.
I'm talking early in the season. Like the season was literally just starting.
No. I'm saying I'm saying 13, 17. Hey, Enrique, what's going on? You taking more shots than you got points. That's never good.
Yeah, if Indiana can get this win and be 2 games below 500 before the All-Star break, that's a success. That's definitely a success, especially with all the drama that's been going around Indiana this year. If they can get to be 12-14, and I'm assuming it'll be the 7th seed going into the playoffs. Obviously, it's a major improvement from last year, but with all the drama that's been going around with this team, especially with the coach, if they can win this game and be 2 games below 500 before the All-Star break, kudos to them.
I'm glad you brought up the coach because can y'all get off Christy sides, please? I don't know if y'all don't be paying attention. This is a second year as the freaking head coach.
They only doing that because you know who's on the team. That's why.
It's not often when you get a head coach and all of a sudden a Leah Boston drops right into your lap on your first head coaching gig. Then the second year after that, Caitlin Clark is right there. When she signed that contract to be the head coach of the Indiana Fever, I don't think she expected Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark to be on her team at the same time. Remember, last year they improved from what they did the previous year, which is the reason why she ended up getting the job. Am I wrong? Her first year, she improved Indiana by 8 games. Now that Caitlin Clark is on the team, all y'all want to come for Chrissy side. Don't shut the hell up and let that woman coach. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to. She's starting to because she got Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark being a 1-2 punch, which is very dangerous, by the way. So that's your Wednesday slate before the All-Star break. That is the last day of games in the WNBA before the All-Star break, which is a whole month for these ladies that does not participate in the Olympics because they don't resume to after the Olympics. So you're talking from the 17th, you will be off until probably August 12th.
Yeah, nice little break.
So that's a mess. What that's going to do for the Indiana team. And Caitlin Clark, who finally can catch a goddamn break. That girl be playing ball since November.
Facts.
Since November.
I'll take that 1 week and stay my ass in bed. But that ain't what she gonna do. I know that ain't what she gonna do. But I'm saying if that was me, that 1 week, I'm staying in the bed the whole week. Don't bother me. And then after that, then we can get back to regularly scheduled programming.
And then that's the refresh our memory. You begin Wednesday with Team USA as they take on Serbia out in Abu Dhabi, 12 p.m. on FS1. That'll be game 3 of 5 for the exhibition part of Team USA getting ready for Paris. All right, so that's your games for this weekend. Should be a interesting week. We only got 2 days of women's basketball to go before the break. And on Friday, I'm gonna give you give you Ricky numbers halfway from the break point of the season. See how our Rickies are doing, because this class was the most anticipated class in WNBA history. So let's see how our Rickies are looking. And let's see if I still stand with Angel Reese as far as the Rookie of the Year campaign, or did I move over to Caitlin Clark? That's on Friday, though. So once I do all my research, get all my numbers together, I'll let you know where I stand there right now. But I will say, Caitlin Clark has made a good case for Rookie of the Year.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has. It's a two-woman race. It's anybody's game. It's anybody's race right now.
And then also I'll be recapping what took place on Wednesday with Team USA on Friday. See how they looked against Serbia before they have the matchup with South Sudan. I believe that'll be next Monday, if I remember correctly. But after that, we got the Saturday. Also on Friday show, I'll be previewing the All-Star game. Team USA versus Team WNBA. That's gonna be fun. Oh my God, that's gonna be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that one.
So am I.
But y'all stay tuned for Friday show, because I got a lot coming on Friday. Might be the most newsworthy student lifestyle I have done, because it's basically more about numbers and where everybody's at, more than anything else. So I have fun with that. Sportsway with Dre Day. That's the man right there. One of the advocates that I know for the WNBA. He watches women's basketball more than he watches men's basketball, just to let y'all know.
I think I do.
Trust me,
I know I watch women's college basketball more than the men. That's for damn sure.
That's why I said that.
That's for damn sure.
That's exactly why I said that.
Yep.
Follow him, Sportsway with JD, on YouTube and all where you get podcasts at. I think he's having more fun with YouTube now than he has ever.
Oh, I'm actually gonna get back on it this week. I took a week off last week because I was going rapid the week before, but that's because I was on vacation from work. But now that I'm back to regularly scheduled programming with work, I took a week off. But I'm gonna cook something up before this week is out, just to get back into the groove again.
And he talks the major sports: football, basketball, baseball. So you get a variety from him.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast.
And he has a knack for these thumbnails too.
Shout out to my man KSAT from Simply Ball Dropping. He put me on to creating the thumbnail. So it's only right that I shout him out because he was the one that introduced me to it.
You having your way with him too.
Yeah, I know. I'm having fun with him.
I'll be like, this dude over here is crazy.
Yeah,
these thumbnails. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm having very much fun with them.
So appreciate you, bro. Any final words as we get ready to close it out?
Any final words? No, not really. I mean, the only thing I can pretty much say is, as it pertains to the WNBA, just keep enjoying great basketball. Let's not get into this whole, if you like Caitlin, you gotta hate Angel, or if you like Angel, you gotta hate Caitlin. Nah, we can love both of them, because I love both of them. Like, there's no hate in my heart for neither one of them. Now, do I want Angel to win Rookie of the Year? Yes, I do. I want her to win it just because she can stick it to all these haters. Like at the end of the day, Caitlyn was the bona fide favorite anyway. So I want Angel to win just to shut the naysayers up. But at the end of the day, even if she does win, she's gonna have to deactivate her social media pages because the threats that are going to come her way, which is unwarranted and unnecessary. We just live in a crooked world to where if she does win Rookie of the Year, the hate that's going to come her way is going to be unnecessary. And we need to just do away with that and just respect and love what we're seeing from both of these young women in college basketball. They are uplifting the sport. It's never been at this level before. Never. And them two play an intricate part in that. So let's celebrate it, let's embrace it, and let's just keep taking it from here.
All right. That's Dre Day. I'm the playmaker. I'll be seeing y'all on Friday to get you ready for the All-Star weekend between Team WNBA and the women's national team. And then we're going to talk about the men's national team and how they are looking. All right.
You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud. Gotta get it out the floor. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you want to follow the podcast, you can follow it on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and a whole lot more. This has been Shooting Lights Out.